Good morning, Hastings. Welcome to today's Local Explainer. Sourced directly from the latest updates at hastingsnow.com, consider this your urgent daily briefing for Wednesday, July 15th, 2026. We've got a day ahead that requires some serious planning, a good bit of caution, and as always, we're going to wrap up with some incredible history that went down on this exact date. We've got crucial info to cover to keep you and your family safe out there, so let's get right to it.
99 degrees. Yeah, just let that number sink in for a second. That is the heat index we are staring down today. We are talking about an intensely hot, scorching summer day here in Hastings. This isn't just your standard warm July afternoon. This is a severe weather situation that absolutely requires your attention, and you're going to want to make some adjustments to your daily routine.
Extreme heat and smoke. Today's weather in Hastings. Let's dive in and break down exactly what to expect from these scorching skies today.
So bright sunshine is pushing our actual temps up to a high near 94 degrees today. Tonight, things will only cool down to about 70. Notice the precipitation forecast. There is absolutely zero rain in the official Wednesday forecast to bring us any relief. Winds? They're going to start out completely calm early this morning before picking up to a very light western breeze, maybe 5 miles per hour. But honestly, the real kicker is the humidity, which is going to make it feel like it's pushing 99 degrees out there.
We're actually facing dual environmental threats over the next 2 days. Right now, we're under an extreme heat warning that runs all the way through 9 p.m. tomorrow, Thursday. But side by side with that, we've also got an air quality alert in effect through 11 a.m. on Friday. You really don't often see these two severe alerts stacked up against each other quite like this, and it basically means we need to take both the temperature and the air we're breathing very, very seriously.
So, what is the National Weather Service actually telling us about all this? Well, first off, that extreme heat warning is in place because heat-related illness becomes a whole lot more likely during this kind of prolonged heat and humidity. But the wild card here is the fine particle pollution. Wildfire smoke is rolling south into our area right after 5 p.m. today. That means our air quality could literally hit the red category, which is classified as unhealthy. Because of this, the National Weather Service is advising that the general public limit heavy exertion, and if you're in a sensitive group, you should definitely just avoid it entirely.
Plan your day safely. Actionable advice for the Hastings community. Okay, with all of that in mind, let's talk game plan. Here's your chronological checklist for today. Step 1, right out of the gate. Wear light, breathable clothing and keep water on you at all times. Step 2, if you've got errands, walks, or yard work, move those strenuous plans to this morning, or just bring them indoors. Step 3, before you even think about heading out for evening sports or kicking back on the patio, check the air quality app on your phone, because remember that smoke is arriving after 5 p.m. And Step 4, honestly maybe the most important one, check on your neighbors, check on your older relatives, and look after your pets during the hottest part of the day. We are community, and we got to look out for each other today.
All right, before we switch gears and get to our history segment, I think we need a quick palate cleanser to lighten the mood. So here's your weather joke of the day. With a heat index near 99, downtown Hastings' red patio umbrellas have officially requested overtime. Seriously though, find that shade, folks.
A little time capsule. Historic milestones on July 15th. Let's step out of the heat for a minute and travel back in time. We've got a really fun time travel itinerary today. We're going to start way back in 1799 with a massive discovery over in Egypt. Then we'll fast forward to 1916 when aviation took a huge leap forward. And finally, we'll land right back here in Minnesota in the mid-20th century to look at a huge milestone for our own local environment.
Okay, let's start on July 15th, 1799. It is wild how completely accidental discoveries can change our entire understanding of human history. Picture this, soldiers who are just doing regular work on a fort near Rashid, Egypt, accidentally uncover this inscribed rock. And because the exact same decree was carved into it using hieroglyphic, Demotic, and Greek scripts, the Rosetta Stone literally became the ultimate translation key. It was the one crucial piece of the puzzle that finally helped scholars unlock ancient Egyptian writing.
Jumping ahead a little over a century to July 15th, 1916, a guy named William Boeing formed a company called Pacific Aero Products Co., literally just 1 month after his very first aircraft took flight. The very next year, in 1917, he renamed it Boeing Airplane Co. That single decision on this day in 1916 kicked off a massive transportation story that completely reshaped commercial aviation and aerospace forever.
Now let's bring our history right back home to a local context. 11,325 acres. That is a massive chunk of land. and that number represents the amount of Minnesota wetlands that were purchased or secured on this exact day back in 1954.
Let's break down how monumental this actually was. The Department of Conservation made an incredible investment of $340,000 to protect these lands spanning across 25 different agricultural counties. This was a super critical early milestone for the Save the Wetlands effort. So the takeaway here is that this bold move basically birthed Minnesota's entire modern wildlife management area system. It's just an amazing reminder that the public lands we get to enjoy today, they are the direct result of decisions made generations ago to protect our local environment.
Which brings us to a final, thought-provoking question for today. As you're staying cool, managing this brutal 99-degree heat index, and keeping an eye on those air quality alerts in Hastings today, what decisions can we make right now to protect our local environment for the next generation, just like they did in 1954? Definitely something to chew on while you're enjoying the AC today. Remember, summer weather can change in a flash, so please check official alerts and your local radar before heading out this afternoon. Stay safe out there, Hastings, and we will see you right back here tomorrow for your next Daily Explainer.